The modern public library looks nothing like what it used to. And that change happened over the last 30, 40 years, but people still have in their minds the librarian with the glasses and the cardigans that are shushing you. So my name is Catherine McBride, and I am the library director for McIvers Grant Public Library. Libraries are so important to the U.S. in so many different ways, not only in a very pragmatic way that we are offering resources that certain members of our community don't have access to anywhere else, but it's also, libraries also have an essential role in terms of how America defines itself, in terms of what we think the potential is for our local governments and for government on a broader scale. It has such an important role in how we consider ourselves a society.
Okay. Get some more to print.
We help people form and shape their identity in ways that they wouldn't be able to elsewhere. For many, many people, libraries are an absolute essential resource because of the open and free internet access, because of the access to information, and because of the guiding hand that librarians and library staff can give to the community to navigate all that information and to help them understand what is an authoritative resource or not, and help them understand different aspects of their community that they might not be aware of, how to get free legal help, how to get free tax help, tax filing, all sorts of different things. Libraries offer all sorts of services in terms of basic needs. We pride ourselves on open access to any kind of information anyone would want in total privacy. That's one of our deep core values and ethics, to protect people's right to access information. But libraries run the gamut, and it has all to do with what the community says it needs and wants, and libraries pride ourselves on being responsive to that. So you walk into any public library and you'll see all kinds of things happening on any given day. Language classes, materials in a variety of languages to serve various members of the community. 3D printers going, tech classes, one-on-one computer classes and information sessions, story times for children.
1, 2, 3. Wow! Yeah, that's better.
Yoga for parents who are struggling to find ways to be physically active with their children. Reading clubs and book clubs, of course, open spaces for social groups to get together. Just you name it.
And see how the picture looks just like the flower? Mm-hmm. Isn't that wonderful? I love this book. The pictures are just like the flower, and it calls butterflies to your garden. And if you wanted bumblebees in your garden?
You know, one thing too that I don't think people really think about too often is how libraries have such a special role that no other public institution really fulfills. So, for example, if you think about where two people might meet, let's say an adult who's working on rudimentary reading and writing skills, there's no other place in the community where they would be able to meet up with an instructor to help them that doesn't either put them outside in the elements, doesn't assume that they're going to be purchasing a meal or a cup of coffee to validate their presence in that place. That doesn't require them to set an appointment ahead of time, doesn't require them to apply or be eligible for that facility or for that resource. Libraries are the only thing that truly do that. Even for people who aren't going to the library for what we would consider an official reason. For example, so many people are afraid to talk about this, but public libraries are an essential resource for people who are challenged by homelessness, either temporary or not. You go into the library and you'll definitely see people who have nowhere else to be in the middle of the day, nowhere else that they can go, essentially. And it's so hot outside, or it's so cold outside, and they're coming in for that comfort and for that space. And no one's asking them why they're there, or again, no one is trying to validate their presence there. They're just here to use the resource the same way anyone else would. That's the beauty of the library. Everyone owns the same amount of library. It doesn't matter if you've donated $1 million or if you paid your $6 in property tax that year. You all have the same slice and you all get the same quality service.